Hello everyone, welcome to Advanced Knowledge Systems and a warm welcome to AKS IAS Academy, which is one of the premier institutions in India, and it offers examination coaching for UPSC CSE, State Public Service Commission, SSC combined graduate level and CLAT examination. And about me, I'm Sandeep Bhushan Tumala, and my credentials are I have 10 years of teaching experience for civil services. I take up international relations and internal security and the analysis of the Hindu newspaper, that is the DNA of today's, that is 8th March 2021. And throughout my session, I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases from the newspaper, wherein we will identify the factual, analytical, and conceptual questions, which will be very useful and crucial for the UPSC prelims perspective. And we will also make sure that while you imbibe the keywords and the key phrases in your mains answer writing, your answers would be precise and concise, and thereby you would score higher marks in the mains examination. So this session at AKS IAS Academy Daily News Analysis will certainly help you to crack both the prelims and mains of 2021. And before we get into the DNA of the newspaper, we would be focusing at the quote of the day, and the quote of the day says that all progress takes place outside the comfort zone. So what is important is that you need to make sure that while you want success, you need to be out of the comfort zone and then struggle for it, and then definitely you will have the progress and you will attain the success. And all progress takes place outside the comfort zone. And now we'll get into the DNA of the newspaper, that is the analysis, and this is in regards to the constructing the dam in the downstreams of the river Yarlung Sangbo River. So this is the initiative taken by China, and a draft has been taken up, and it has given a green light or a go ahead signal by the China that the China's new 5-year plan, that is 5-year plan of 2021 to 2025, which goes ahead with construction of building the dams on the lower reaches of the river, that is Yarlung Sangpo River, which is also called as Brahmaputra when it flows into Tibet and then later on flows into India. So this is the important analysis, the information from the newspaper, because this is based on the construction of the dams, that is the usage of the water of the Yarlung Sangpo River, and then again how the dams would be impacting the environment and the human in regards to the water scarcity further when it reaches the downstream, that is into Arunachal Pradesh, into India, into the river Brahmaputra. So the geography map based also we will be focusing this from geography perspective and also geography map based also. And the draft which has been outlined in the new 5-year plan, that is of 2021 and 2025, it is, you have the plan, the China is very much focused with the new 5-year plan, and it is also focused with the long range objectives through the year 2035. Definitely China is having a clear picture about how it need to proceed in regards to having its strength doubled internally and trying to have a relations which would also again prosper itself, that is China itself, and through the draft, that is 5-year plan and the long range objectives of the year 2035, it clearly mentions about the building of the hydropower bases on the lower reaches of Yarlung Sangpo River. So along with the building of the hydropower bases, China also has the capacity, that is in regards to the building of priority energy projects, which are part of the entire long range objectives taken up by China, that is up to the year 2035, and that would be completed in the next 5 years. So this is been mentioned in the draft outline, and along with the hydropower projects in regards to the long range objectives for the year 2035, China is also coming up with the various other projects, part of the priority energy projects. So part of the priority energy projects, they are building the hydropower bases on the Yarlung Sangpo River, and the other projects are construction of coastal nuclear power plants along with the hydropower bases. The second one or the major project is the coastal nuclear power plants construction and power transmission channels. So this is the analytical perspective how you need to focus in regards to the draft outline, what the priority projects taken up by the China in regards to the long range objectives and along with the new 5-year plan, that is from 2021 to 2025, and the long range objectives of China up to 2035 is the priority projects. And in that, or amongst the priority projects or priority power projects, China is going ahead with giving a green signal that it would go ahead with the construction of dams or hydropower bases, and the second one is construction of coastal nuclear power plants and the construction of power transmission channels. And along with this, the projects which are part of the long range objective is the Xizang Tibet Railway, that is the fourth one, and the National Water Network. So this is this area we need to focus from prelims perspective. If there is a question which is been mentioned that as part of the draft outline, which is part of the new 5-year plan and the long range objectives, the priority energy projects constitutes which among the following projects is hydropower bases on the lower reaches of the Yarlung Sangpo River, and also the construction of nuclear power plants and power transmission channels, and along with this the Xizang Tibet Railway for the infrastructure or the transport and National Water Network. So these are the main intention of the new 5-year plan and the long range objectives of China. And when it comes in regards to the hydropower projects, which now the China has given the green signal, actually it has been taken into consideration that it would be operationalized in the year 2015 itself. China has operationalized the first hydropower project at Zhangmo in Tibet. So the entire scenario, that is the long range objective of China for 2035, has been initiated in the year 2015 itself by operationalizing its first power or hydropower project at Zhangmo in Tibet, and along with that 3 other dams at Dagu, Jiaxo and Jiacha are being developed on the upper and middle reaches of the Yarlung Sangpo River. So if you look at now, they have gone ahead. Please do understand the difference between the 2015 and 2021. What China is going ahead with constructing the dams on the Yarlung Sangpo River. In 2015, they have gone ahead with constructing the dam on the upper and middle reaches of the river Yarlung Sangpo River. And now if you focus that the green signal is been given to the hydropower projects, that is on the to be built on the lower reaches. This is the crucial information for your analytical or conceptual understanding, and analytical information is that the upper and middle reaches of constructing the dams were taken up in the year 2015, but now as part of the new 5-year plan 2021 up to 2025, the first dams to be built on the lower reaches. Now it is lower reaches of the Yarlung Sangpo River. So there is a difference between construction of dams which has been already operationalized by China in 2015 is in the upper and middle reaches of Yarlung Sangpo River. But now the green light or the signal has been given by China to build the dams on the lower reaches of Yarlung Sangpo River. This is the basic understanding about what dams have been built earlier in the year 2015 and now in 2015, which is part of the new 5-year plan. Please do understand, which is now part of the new 5-year plan is to build dams on the lower reaches of Yarlung Sangpo River. This is the main difference or the conceptual understanding how you need to focus in regards to this news. And the earlier dams were built at Dagu, Jiaxo and Jiacha. These are the 3 areas, and we will focus this from map based also. And if we compare now again from 2015, what has happened to 2020 is that China's media has reported on November 29, 2020 that the state-owned hydropower company called as Power China has signed a strategic cooperation agreement with Tibet Autonomous Region government. So China, here they have the strategic cooperation agreement with Tibet Autonomous Region to go ahead with or implementing the hydropower exploitation in the downstream of Yarlung Sangpo River. So in the year 2015, it is in regards to the upper and middle reaches of the Yarlung Sangpo River. But now if we look at 2020, the Power China state-owned hydropower company has signed a strategic cooperation agreement with the TAR, that is Tibet Autonomous Region, so that they would implement the hydropower exploitation in the lower reaches or downstream of Yarlung Sangpo River. So upper and middle reaches 2015, and then in regards to the downstream, it is now 2020. They have signed, and now China has gone ahead with, or else the China's legislature has gone ahead with giving a green signal for hydropower exploitation in the lower reaches or downstream of Yarlung Sangpo River. This is crucial information for environment, and then in regards to the water, usage of water and geography. And the potential offered now by this project, which is at the Great Bend, this is a crucial one which we will be focusing. That would be probable question for the geography map base in the prelims. So there is a Great Bend of the Brahmaputra River, that is at the Yarlung Sangpo Great Canyon. In which county? That is in Medoc County. And where that is at the Great Bend, the river falls over 200 meters drop and turns sharply, hairpin curve. This is what it is, hairpin curve, which take place, and then the Yarlung Sangpo River, after the fall of over 200 meters drop, it turns sharply into India, that is crossing the border into Arunachal Pradesh, and later on the Yarlung Sangpo River is called as Brahmaputra River. So what is crucial that conceptually you need to understand for prelims and also for analytical from mains perspective is the Great Bend at the Yarlung Sangpo Great Canyon in Medoc County. This is crucial information. And the Great Bend, it flows, that is of 50 kilometers section. They have the potential of this Great Bend of going ahead with or 70 million kilowatt of power, which is equals or more than 3 times of 3 gorgeous power stations. So that is the potential which China is trying to tap the hydropower project in the lower reaches of the Yarlung Sangpo River, which is at the Great Bend at Yarlung Sangpo Great Canyon in Medoc County. And the building of the hydropower bases in the lower reaches or the downstream of the river will play a significant role in realizing what China is actually realizing is that it wanted to go ahead with reaching the carbon emission peak before 2020 and carbon neutrality in the year 2060. So these are the information which are crucial for you to put it in your mains answer when it comes to climate change and how China is working for carbon emission peak before 2030 and carbon neutrality in 2060 by going ahead with building the hydropower bases so that they can have they have the potential of producing or generating 70 million kilowatt, which equals more than 3 times the Three Gorges power station. So that is why they would go ahead with using the water of Great Bend at the Yarlung Sangpo Great Canyon in Medoc County. And these are the rivers which have been built or operationalized in 2015. So we have seen the rivers which have been in 2015 operational by China is Dagu, Jiangsu and Jiacha. So these are developed on the upper and middle reaches of the river. Dagu, Jiangsu and Jiacha and Jiangsu. So these are the 3 rivers which have been or the dams which have been developed on the upper and middle reaches of Yarlung Sangpo River. So you have the Yarlung Sangpo River here, and then later on it takes a sharp bend. So this is the bend, sharp bend. This is hairpin curve. And because of this hairpin curve, it enters into Arunachal Pradesh. It enters into Arunachal Pradesh as the name suggests, Brahmaputra, to the Yarlung Sangpo River. So this is the Brahmaputra River which enters into Arunachal Pradesh, hairpin. So this is a great bend. And here the China is trying to take the potential which is naturally there to go ahead with production of 70 million kilowatt of power. So you can have this information from geography map based and also a better conceptual understanding how the Great Bend is and how it is naturally which is benefiting now China, and China is trying to take the maximum potential of going ahead with carbon emission peak before 2030 and carbon neutrality in 2060. And now there is a concern from India by which the China is going ahead with the construction of 4 dams in the upper and middle reaches along with the lower reaches now. But Indian officials are saying that the dams will not likely to impact the quality of the Brahmaputra flow into India, because China is going ahead with the only storing water for power generation, and that will not really impact, or there will not be any kind of concern, because river Brahmaputra is not entirely dependent on the upstream flows. What India says is the Brahmaputra river is not entirely dependent on upstream flows, with an estimated of 35% of basin in India. So as we have 35% of the Brahmaputra basin in India, so there is not much of concern of the dams being taken up by China on the upper, middle and lower reaches of Yarlung Sangpo River. But a dam at the Great Bend, if approved, now it is approved, would raise fresh concerns, because it is at the downstream and just across, or it is across the border of Arunachal Pradesh, which would also be strategically very crucial for both China and India also. So now we will look at the another news which talks about the Afghan peace talks. And in regards to the Afghan peace talks, S. Jaishankar and Salma Khalilzad, who are External Affairs Minister for India and the United States Special Envoy for Afghanistan, have discussed the latest development pertaining to the Afghan peace talks. So, India is now part of the Afghan peace. That India is keenly following the entire political situation which is evolving in Afghanistan, after which US has signed a peace deal with Taliban in February 2020. Please do understand here, US has gone ahead with the peace deal. US has gone ahead with the peace deal, not with the Afghan government. US has gone ahead with the peace deal with the Talibans. And that is what is the concern for India. Even though India is now discussing or focusing at the or keenly following the political situation which are evolving and the latest development which are pertaining to Afghan peace talks. But India is really worried about the peace deal which has been brokered by US with the Talibans. And the deal, as per US peace deal, it provides the withdrawal of American troops from Afghanistan, wherein the American troops were located or stationed in Afghanistan for entire 18-year war with Taliban. And now India has been maintaining that there has to be a care which should be taken, so that there has to be ensuring that is the US peace deal with Taliban should ensure that it does not lead to any ungoverned spaces. This is a keyword which India is worried about, because it is a peace deal between US and Taliban, and in the midst of all this, they should, or else the peace deal should not lead to any ungoverned spaces wherein terrorists or their proxies of the terrorist organization can relocate and then have the entire command in Afghanistan, keeping aside or pushing away the Afghan government. And India now is a major stakeholder in Afghanistan, because India has extended development assistance last 1 decade or more than that by extending $3 billion for the developmental assistance. Thereby, India is playing a major role or a key role in the developmental assistance and also the Afghan peace, because Afghanistan is heart of the Asia. When Afghanistan is out of Asia, it really matters to US and Russia. At the same time, it matters to India and also to Pakistan. So Afghanistan is out of Asia. And this can be focused from international relations, how India is now keenly observing the political situations, and that it does not want any ungoverned spaces to be filled or to be relocated. And we will also now focus about the all women crew of the Shipping Corporation of India. And the Union Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways has flagged off the crew, that is all women crew, on board of Shipping Corporation of India vessel. And this is as part of the ongoing Diamond Jubilee celebrations and to commemorate International Women's Day on March 8th. So, to commemorate the International Women's Day, which is on March 8th, that is today, and the Diamond Jubilee celebrations which are ongoing, the Union Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways have flagged off the Shipping Corporation of India vessel, which is an all-women crew, on March 6, 2021. And this is for the first time in the world maritime history that a ship or a vessel is being sailed by all women officers. So this is the crucial information for prelims perspective, which it is been flagged on March 6, and it is part of the ongoing Diamond Jubilee celebrations and to commemorate the International Women's Day on March 8, 2021. And the minister has also acknowledged the contribution and sacrifice of the women seafarers who have acted or they have been as an Indian ambassador to the global maritime community. So it is here the role of the women in contribution and sacrificing and as being as the Indian ambassador to the global maritime community. So therefore it is proud that the vessel was all crew women vessel, and the all crew move has demonstrated that there is a gradual shift in the perception of a male oriented profession, that is seafaring. And this initiative, that is all women crew, also has demonstrated the principles of diversity and inclusion that the SCI has always taken into consideration. So there is a gradual shift in the perception by all women crew, we can decipher, and the perception of diversity and inclusion. And if you look at the Shipping Corporation of India is now famous because it is pioneer in employing women seafarers on board of its vessel, and the Shipping Corporation of India has implemented various initiatives like age relaxation, fee concession to the female cadets who are aspiring, and they have gone ahead with age relaxation and fee concession through the Maritime Training Institute. And this Maritime Training Institute would promote the integration of the female cadets into the maritime sector. So this is the importance of the Shipping Corporation of India, how it has pioneered in employing the women seafarers, and now there is an all women crew in the Shipping Corporation of India vessel, which the Union Minister for Ports and Shipping and Waterways have flagged off on March 16th. So this is the information which you can take it into consideration as part of the women empowerment. And there is another news which talks about the Janaushadhi, and this has been mentioned by the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, while he was inaugurating the 7,500th Jana Aushadhi Kendra in Shillong, and he has inaugurated it through a video conference, and he has addressed the Jan Aushadhi Divas celebrations. So the keyword is Jan Aushadhi Kendra and Jan Aushadhi Divas. On the Jan Aushadhi Divas, the Prime Minister has inaugurated the 7,500th Jan Aushadhi Kendra at Shillong, and he has urged people to buy affordable medicines from Jan Aushadhi Kendras across India. And while inaugurating the Jan Aushadhi Kendra, Prime Minister has interacted with the beneficiaries of the another keyword here is Pradhanmantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. So this is the key phrase which you need to focus for prelims perspective, that how the beneficiaries or how important is the Yojana, that is of Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana, wherein Prime Minister is urging people to buy the affordable medicines from Jan Aushadhi Kendras. So here what we are focusing is in regards to the health and also in regards to the health which is related to purchasing medicines, especially the poor and middle class are almost contributing to purchase of the medicines which is around 60 to 70% of their income, and thereby the Prime Minister is urging people to buy affordable medicines from Janaushadhi Kendras, wherein it will help the poor and middle class. And the Prime Minister said that the Janaushadhi scheme would relieve the poor of the high medical expenses, because the poor and middle class of India is going ahead with spending a lot on their medical expenses. Their salary, 60 to 70% of salary is dedicated to medical expenses. That is why Janaushadhi scheme, as Prime Minister says, it would relieve the poor. And the Janaushadhi Yojana is becoming a big friend to poor and middle class families. Discuss for mains examination. This you can take it as the question of the day and try to write an answer. Janaushadhi Yojana is becoming a big friend to poor and middle class families in India. Discuss. And Prime Minister has also said that the Janaushadhi Yojana is a medium of both service and employment, and the government is hoping to achieve a target of 10,000 centers. Now it is 7,500 center, which was inaugurated by Prime Minister in Shillong. And the scheme, that is Janaushadhi scheme, is in regards to promoting the Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is self-reliance among women. Here again there is a concept that women empowerment. That is how the government is going ahead with focusing on the women empowerment by Janaushadhi scheme, which promotes the Atmanirbhar or Atmanirbhar Bharat among women. And he said that there are around 1,000 centers within 7,500 centers which are being run by women, and this is promoting the Atmanirbhar Bharat among women. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi also has said that this is in regards to the promoting Janaushadhi scheme. To promote that, there has been an incentive which has been offered, and the incentive has been enhanced. Earlier it was 2.5 lakhs, now it has been enhanced to 5 lakhs. And along with this, there is an additional incentive of rupees 2 lakhs. That is 2 lakhs added to 5 lakhs, which is for Dalits, Adivasis or Adivasi women and people from Northeast would get an incentive of 7 lakhs to promote the Janaushadhi scheme. And in the Janaushadhi centers, around 75 Ayush medicines are available, and this will also be benefited to the field of Ayurveda and Ayush medicine. And the Ayushman Yojana, which ensures free treatment up to 5 lakh per country, and this the government of India has taken up as a very prestigious, and it is one of the biggest health treatment or free treatment which is taken up across the world, and it provides rupees 5 lakh for free treatment, which is now the target for the beneficiaries is 50 crore poor families across India. And as of now, 1.5 crore people have taken the advantage, and they have saved around 30,000 crore of rupees. And this Janaushadhi scheme or the Kendra which has been inaugurated is very much focused from health and the way the poor and middle classes families are spending on the medicines, and thereby by the Ayushman Yojana, which is a free treatment taken up by the government of India, which provides 5 lakhs per family, is now targeting for 50 crore poor families across the country. And I hope this session was informative, knowledgeable, and also very, very crucial for mains and prelims perspective. So I would say a very big thank you to all and a good luck to you all. And then do maintain consistency, stick to your schedule, and then take care of your physical health and mental health. And do not forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe the AKS IAS Academy daily news analysis, which is of English medium, and also follow the website and telegram link of AKS IAS Academy. And then again see you tomorrow with the DNA, that is daily news analysis at AKS IAS Academy. Till then, thank you, goodbye, and take care.